Useless crafter. All right, so I made this cake topper already. I'm going to show you in case you can see it. I love it. It has the layers, so you see the depth of the clouds as well as the stars over here, and it's big. It's so pretty. So check out my Instagram, the Useless Crafter, all together, no spaces. So you can see the pictures that I will post tonight. So, okay, I'm gonna show you how to do this. So I winged it. This is, all I knew was it's gonna be big, bigger than I normally make for a cake topper, because you can see, let's see how big this thing is. It is, almost 16 inches by 11 and a half. So, so let's get to it. So I use all images from Design Space. So let's go and search. So images. My first one was, let's search for rainbows. And I never search for any, whoa, what? Hold on. Oh, because I have it as uploaded. So let's clear out that filter. I was going to say, all right, let's see if I can remember which one I chose. That will be interesting. Oh, it was this one. Yeah, I think this was it. This was it. And then what I did was, oh no, it had the sun. No. Hold on. Let's go back to images. It had the sun. So where are you? It has to be here because I definitely used Design Space unless, oh, there it is. Yeah, there we go. Okay, but I did a couple things to this. So let's kind of make it the same size. Next thing I did was I added more clouds. So let's images and clouds. I did what I told you not to do, which was do plural. And I only, I only like to use subscribed because I mean, I could technically make my own cloud. Um, but I liked more of the round without the flat at the bottom. And I took in, I think I did, oh, and I think I did this one. So insert images and wait, was one of them flat? We'll see in a second. Oh, no, it wasn't. Okay. Because I like to kind of, while I want them to be clouds, and of various shapes and sizes because I think then it looks more authentic. I mean, come on, these are cartoon clouds, but you see how they're a little different, and I wanted to give them depth. So I'm going to be gluing them with a little bit of, space between the two. Okay, so these are the clouds that I chose. This is pretty much everything. Let's ungroup everything so you can kind of see what we have. What I did was I didn't want to put the faces, so I basically just took it out. Let me undo that. And the other thing that I did was I didn't want the white to be the background of, the top and the bottom, so I'll show you what I did. So I'm just moving these out, and we'll just delete all of this. Okay, then the other thing I did was this sun, I only did 2 layers. Okay, so now what I did was I grabbed my colors. So you can go over here and you can grab, oh shoot, let's see. Oh yeah, I guess it's all of these. Okay. So grab from your panel, and I just made it bigger. And then what did I do? Oh, I added one more color. Okay, so that covers the outside. And then what I did was I grabbed the smallest one, I duplicated it because I thought a little purple would be pretty. So let's change that to purple. And then I made this smaller. And then I unlocked it to make it a little bit longer. And I kind of messed with this like that. Okay. So that's pretty much, I think, what I did. So we have our background layer. So what I then did is so the sun right here, these two are just circles. So if you put it back, if you want this background to have this a spot for the sun, then what you need to do is you need to grab all of this and you want to duplicate it, and then we're going to weld it. So you have a solid background for this. Now I made the background white glitter cardstock, and the reason is because I wanted my clouds, because I ended up taking this out. So here is my new background that has a spot for everything to be glued on top. So it's really sturdy and it just gives it a nice base. So go ahead and arrange and send to the back. But see, my clouds are going to pop through and I wanted them to be really glittery and pretty, which I'll show you right here. So can you see? And then here's my background, is the solid background. Now I will make a background to cover my sticks. Okay, so now that we have all that, then let's look at these clouds. Oh, we need stars. So let me go in here. Where did I get my stars? I feel like I got them through the rainbow. Let me see if I saw stars somewhere. And I thought it was a cute addition because I wanted to just, I feel like really nice cake toppers, they have a lot of layers and colors, and it just makes it look more than just like a, hey, happy birthday cake topper. All right, so I don't remember where I saw those stinking hearts. So there were two hearts together. I do remember that. Let's look up hearts really quickly. All right, I'm not going to be able to find it, but let's use this one and insert image. Oh wait, what am I doing? Stars, not hearts. Jeez Louise. Okay, images, stars. Oh, you know what? I think it was this one. Funny how when you search for the right thing, it comes up. Okay, and I like this because if you can see over here, I layered them. So the stars also have a little bit of depth. And I like it a lot. So what I did was I had this one, and then I duplicated it and just changed the sizing a little bit. That's it. And then I cut these two and I made them silver. And then I layered them so you can see how I pieced it all together. Okay, so I ended up doing there's 3 clouds total. The one cloud on each side is connected to the rainbow, which is this background. And then I did 2 more. So I did like 1 here, and then I ungrouped this because I like the shape of the cloud. And see, I kind of did this, for instance. And then you can take another one, make it a little bit bigger so it changes it just enough so it's not the exact same thing. And then this one, you want to ungroup because we don't want all that stuff that's on there. We don't want the face. Good grief, that cloud is layered. And, something like that. And this one will be on top. So let's arrange, send to the top so that you can kind of see what I mean. All right, and then we'll get rid of all of this. Okay, so the next thing that I did was I looked at the sizing of this. I was told to make it big, and I don't want the stars in here. Give me just a second, because the stars are going to sit on top. Oh goodness, hold on. Let me just move them out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to move the clouds out of the way too, because these clouds are not part of my background. My background is covered by the 2 shades of the sun, the rainbow, and the rainbow. All right. So I want to make this background. I don't mind slicing it, but I don't want to slice it in so many places. Like right now, the way it is, technically, I would have to slice this in 4 because 11.57 is more than the 11.5 that the Cricut can cut. So I'm just going to reduce this down to 11.5 so that I only have to slice this in the middle because this is running 15 inches long. So it's too long. I'm going to cut it right down the middle. Now, if you think the white background is cut in the middle, no one's going to see it because all the rainbow colors are going to be sitting on top of it, right? So if you see on here, I sliced it right there where the tape is, but on this side, you can't see it at all. The other thing that I almost, the other thing that I liked about this size is you have to know your colors and your materials. So I am using all glitter cardstock for the colors, right? I know that when I slice red, that the slice, you can't even see it when you put it down using red. So in this case, I want to make sure that while the red can be sliced, because this is 12.66, so I can slice it, that's not a big deal. I want to make sure that my orange and all these other colors are not, well, orange is the only one in jeopardy. It's at 11.64. So I'm going to reduce this just a smidge. So let's go down to 11.3, let's say, and let's see if that impacts our orange enough. And it does. Our orange is now 11.4. So because I don't want to slice the orange you can see, I know from past experience, the orange that I'm going to use, you're going to be able to see the seam. So I don't want to do that. And sometimes I think, if you're making this to sell, I think it's really important that you're the expert. So if you think it's going to look bad, I feel like you need to make a recommendation. I've been asked to make, and I'm a big fan of, oh, hold on. I'm a big fan of Off the Mat, and I'm wearing a totally normal tank top. I just realized how funny it looks right now. But anyway, I do a lot of the Off the Mat characters. I've been asked to make things that are like as tall as I am, and I'm like, well, I mean, I can make it, but the face is going to have, 4 seams. Do you want a line across the cheek? Or I can make it slightly smaller. Your guests are not going to know that you wanted 5 feet but only got a 3-foot character. But this 3-foot character is flawless. I think it's good to recommend your expert advice and then determine whether or not you want to do it. I think I would lose a lot of customers if they saw something that's like, wait a minute, first of all, you paid how much for that? Because it's big, you're using a lot of materials, it takes longer to make it, it costs more, and yet you got that kind of like crappy product, right? I'd rather make something smaller and someone comes in and is like, oh my God, where did you get that? That's amazing. Than trying to make something too big. So I've definitely turned those away. I mean, I'm not telling you to turn it away, but I do think it is our job to make the right recommendations for people because we're the experts. Just like if when I built this craft room, I'm like, what am I missing? I know what I want, but as an expert, what do you recommend? And someone recommended a sink. I'm like, duh. Why didn't I think of a sink, right? So sorry, lecture over. Okay. Now that we have this, we know that everything fits on our Cricut except for, these clouds, we want them white, right? Okay. Everything fits on the Cricut except for the red, right? Because the red is 12 point something. Yeah, the red and then our background. So let's move out all these things and I'll show you how to slice it. This is super easy to slice. Move our circles. Okay. So let's bring in, sorry, I should have done this before. Let's bring in the shape, a square. And I'm going to use the same square. I'm just going to make it ginormous. Okay, first thing I'm going to slice is this red. So I'm just going to bring it in and I'm going to slice the red and my square. You can only slice 2 things at one time. And it can be in this traffic of all this other stuff. It's not a big deal. Let's hope I sliced it properly. I did. Okay. So this is now 5.1 by 7.158. You can get rid of the slice results. The other side is 7.3 by 7.4. So that's all good. Now I still have this guy. And basically this guy, I need to kind of cut in the middle too, because it's 14.9 long. So just grab the two things and slice. And now we have 8.5 by 9.8, so you could totally cut that. And this guy, we don't want that one, but we want the white one. Let's get rid of that. And this guy is 6.3 by 11.266. So I'm going to delete this one. And then let's go make it. And I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so the white is all good. I mean, 2 sheets of white. The red we definitely can put on one, right? So grab this one and then hit the 3 dots, move to another mat, and let's move it to the first mat. And you can do something like this. Turn it around, put it right next to each other. And that saves a little bit more space. I mean, if you save this red cardstock, you have this usable space afterwards. All right, so, and then everything else is one sheet. Nothing we can do about that. This is, on mine, it's silver. So just know that. I forgot to change the color. Here's my yellow. This one I would probably move in here so that next time you can save it and you have 5 by 12 down here. Here's your green, your blue, and your purple. And that's it. It was super easy to make. And because it's glitter cardstock on glitter cardstock, I did end up using a glue gun to tape everything or to glue everything down. But this is pretty cute, right? And on top of a little like sprinkle cake or something. I love it. So, all right. Let me know if you have any questions or if you want to see any other cake toppers. I'm totally happy to help you with your project. All right. Bye.